95% of your Excel problems can be solved with just these 7 tips. And all of this with Copilot. As a CPA, I spent thousands of hours in Excel in stressful, boring tasks that once took me hours. Copilot can now do them in seconds. It can be building dashboards, cleaning data, or even writing formulas for you. The things Copilot can do in 2026 are crazy. I've taught tens of thousands of people Excel tips, and these 7 are the top tips that will make you more productive and make you stand out at work and being more efficient. Let's get going. Tip number 1, you have an upcoming meeting with your boss and you want to show the data. You want to show who are the top salespeople. So you have a data set here from your coffee shop, and you will click on the Copilot button right here. And then you will make sure that the allow editing mode is turned on, and you will do this prompt here. Build me a sales dashboard from this data, show the top 5 salespeople. And by the way, while this loads, I made an ebook where you have all of the prompts and a step-by-step guide for all of the tips in this video. You can download this ebook down here in the description. You have a link, it's free, and it is my pleasure. Just like that, after 4 minutes of recording this video, Copilot came up with my sales dashboard. We can make it a little bit bigger. It used my company's branding as I asked in my prompt. It told me everything it did. Please read it, it's important. And you can clearly see that my best performer here is Cappuccino Kathy, and we have the sales by product, and we have all kinds of charts that we can play with. Tip number 2 is something you do all the time in Excel. I have messy data right here. You can see my names are so messy. So I'm going to use the brand new function equal Copilot, open the parenthesis, and I'm going to open the quotation mark, and I will say capitalize this name with proper case. I will close the bracket here, and I will put a comma, and I will reference my cell right here, and I will close the parenthesis. Press enter, and you will see it show clean. My name here, Jennifer Morrow, will have a capital J and a capital M. Here we go. And now all we have to do is to drag down this formula right here, and you should see the magic happen right now. So cool. But that's not all. Microsoft tells us that we should not use equal Copilot for a formula that already exists. If the formula already exists in Excel, make sure you use the already existing formula, I should say. So let me show you another example right here. So I know this happens to you all the time. We have a vendors list, and you are multiple colleagues in a single sheet. And when you start by filtering, and when you want to filter, let's say evergreen food here, you have to pick all of these, and you need to make sure you have the right one, right? You want them to look all the same. So let's use equal Copilot to do just that. I prepared the function right here. I will copy, and I will go on cell B3, and I will paste it at the top right here. So I will say equal Copilot, can you standardize the name of these vendor in the cell A3? That's my reference right here. And then my second prompt will be find the closest match in the reference list, nothing else. And I will reference the list, which is at D3 to D5. That's my clean list. And make sure to put the $sign so you lock the value when you will scroll down your formula. All right. So let me press enter here. You will see it has found the Technova solutions here for my vendor. And now let's drag down the formula. So now let's try to do something else. I will write equal Copilot. Can you write a quick text with lots of hearts so people like this video? If you see what I did there, please like this video because I think it's going to be useful for you. Tip number 3, you will love this one. I'm sure you sometimes have some PDF that you will want to put in Excel. And the first thing you want to do is take this, Control C, that's an invoice. I go to Excel and I Control V, and look at these results. Like, we cannot use that, right? We cannot use that. It is awful. So let me hit Control Z to undo what I did. All right, didn't go as expected. And now what we're going to do is that we are going to open Copilot in Excel and make sure you pick the Claude model right here. So Claude model just performs way better. Click here, Opus 4.7. If not available, just pick GPT 5.5. Make sure you are using the allow editing mode, and we'll ask Copilot to convert the attached supplier invoice into 2 pre-filled Excel table, and I will simply attach here my PDF. Once the PDF has been attached, I will hit send, and I will witness the magic happen. Here we go, my PDF is now an Excel table, and of course you need to read everything here. Copilot even made some formulas. You click done, and you can then audit the results. But how good is this? I asked for 2 tables, and here it is 2 tables. Make sure to double check all the time, but I think I just saved you quite some time. If you enjoyed these tips so far, it's only 1% of the tips that I'm showing in my signature course, Copilot Essentials from AI Beginner to Proficient. In this course, I take you step by step to show you many tips like that so you become more productive at work. It has been followed by 3,000 busy professionals so far, and I'm so proud of this course. There's a link down in the description. You can find it at learncopilot.ai/masterclass. And now to the next tip. Tip number 4 here, I'm sure you always have some lists like that with the full name, but you will want to split the first name and the last name into 2 different columns, and this can be a mess sometimes. So my first general advice is that you should transform your data into a table. This is not a table right now. How to do that? You just select your data, and you can go into Insert and click on Table right here, or you can press on Ctrl-T on your keyboard. When you get this question from Excel, create table, where's the data from your table? Make sure you check my table as headers. You click OK. And what this does, you can see at the top, I have the table design, is that my table is now a structured data. So it's easier for Copilot and AI tools to understand my structured data. I can even name my table. I'll call this full name and phone number. Okay. Here we are. So now my table has a name, and Copilot understands that it lives. And this applied for all of the tips that I showed you before as well, just that I'm integrating it right now, okay? And now my goal with this will be to go to Copilot, and I will split the full name column into first name and last name. Make sure again that you're in the allow editing mode, and you hit send, and it should be done in just a few seconds. And here we are, Copilot made the column C and D, and you can see here, if you click in the cell right here on C2, there is a formula that has been used. So make sure you validate that, of course. But then if you want to get rid of this formula because you want to delete the full name column, you can pick all of that, Control-C to copy, right-click, and then you will paste values. This will get rid of the formulas, so that way when you delete the full name column, the first name and the last name will remain. You can click done here, and here we go. We have a brand new listing, and that's so great. Tip number 5, I get this asked all the time, Dave, how do I remove duplicates? And I've seen some horror stories, and if you've been following this video so far, I mean, what's next? We do Copilot, right? So we'll go to Copilot and we'll say, find the duplicate rows in this table and remove them. Make sure you pick the Claude model again or GPT 5.5, and you will see Copilot will identify these duplicates and it will remove the rows. So we can see here, we got Olivia Bennett on row 2 and on row, oh, it just disappeared, 26. And here we go. Copilot is doing its work. You should validate, but honestly, this works pretty well. And once it's ready, you can click on done at the bottom, and there you go. Tip number 6, I saved so many hours for my previous colleagues by showing them this tip. It's actually one formula that is pretty complex in Excel, and I think you will love it. So you've probably been matching some reports, some listings together. So let Copilot do the heavy lifting for us. So we have our customer list right here, remember, but we have the phone number missing in this one. But we also have one important information, the total orders right here. And in the previous sheet, in the sheet full names, we add the names of my customers and their phone number, but we want to attach the orders number as well, but we don't have the information in both sheets. So what we do, we'll want to bring the phone number into this list right here, into the red column, and Copilot can do just that. If you're familiar with Excel, a quick XLOOKUP, or if you're an OG, VLOOKUP could do that, right? So I will just ask Copilot, pull the phone number for each of my customers from the for full names sheet. Okay, I just specified, so make sure you're really clear and really specific with your prompts so you have the better results on the first go, and Copilot should be able to do that. Here we go. Copilot made a formula if error. So if there is an error, if Copilot doesn't find it, it's going to write not found, like it wrote right here. Pretty cool. I'm going to click done here, and you can then audit the formula. So it made an XLOOKUP formula, and I will highly advise, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're like, oh, what is XLOOKUP, Dave, that you master this formula before having Copilot do it for you. But because you can then act on the formula and always double check it, but you can also double check it. Let's see, Olivia Bennett, 202-555-147, 202-555 from the other sheet with Olivia Bennett. Let's do another one. Mia Sullivan, 213-555. Mia, where's Mia? Right here, 213-555-0155. Once again, if you want to learn Copilot step by step and save hundreds of hours at work, make sure you have a look at learncopilot.ai/masterclass, my signature course, Copilot Essentials from AI Beginner to Proficient. It is amazing, I swear. Tip number 7, I'm sure you have to do some data analysis and you use pivot table, or if you're not using them, you might be afraid of them, but don't worry, I got you covered here. So we're gonna ask Copilot, create a pivot table on a new sheet showing the total sales product, and make sure to add a region as a slicer and a column that shows each product percentage of grand total. Let's see what Copilot does in just a few seconds. Here we are. Copilot took just a few seconds. Full transparency, before recording that, I forgot to pick the model and I left it on auto, and Copilot just crashed. My Excel just crashed. So it's really important that you pick the right model. Okay, let me shut down this pane right here. And now we have a beautiful slicers. If you're not familiar with slicers, you can click on it, go to slicers, and change the color if you want. Right here in pink. Here we go. Or this is orange. And then we can filter downtown, rural, suburban, uptown, or you can shift here. And then you release, and you can see the percentage of grand total that I asked Copilot to calculate automatically adjust based on my filter, or my slicer, I should say, right here. So if you enjoyed these 7 Copilot in Excel tips, you will love my 7 Copilot tips that will make you say, oh my God, and it's right here. And don't forget, learncopilot.ai/masterclass if you want a step-by-step online course. Catch you very soon.